Here we go again. So today targets is 75%. We finished that section yesterday. Okay, let me just... My music is a bit too loud. We finished that section yesterday. I had a bit of work yesterday and today. I finished that section. So we are pretty close from reaching 75% right now. It'll be done in an hour and a half maybe? We see. And once we are done, I mean we can finally start working on the inner outline. And then we can actually build that island. It's not gonna take ages at all. But yeah. The goal is pretty simple. Get there, finish it. And then the big time sink is gonna be flattening everything and filling up the inside. It's gonna take a long time. I don't know how we are gonna get the blocks. I think we are gonna need to make a cobble farm. Probably. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we good. So that means that's good. Once we have no more cobble, I think we are gonna go back here and continue digging, because I was hoping it was not going to cross that, but that's very high, so it's gonna be very annoying. So let's go. Next section. Sadly, we don't have a good reference, so it is going to be slightly annoying. As you can see. I think it's not 13, I think it's 16 or something like that. 16 or 17. I don't remember. And yeah. Hopefully we should be able to finish the outer outline. Maybe not tomorrow, because so placing that many blocks, yeah, I'm gonna need to take a break, I think. We see. But yeah. Can I put... Okay, we see maybe... The thing is, I'm pretty bad with world edit. I was thinking that maybe we can use world edit to start doing some tests. The thing is, even with world edit, it's gonna be a pain. I don't know if it's worth it. That, and I want to do as much building pre 1.6 since we are gonna do, I think, way more Cobblemon after that. Specifically, I want to do a bunch of hunting for Pokemons and a bunch of fishing too. We still don't know if breeding is going to be a part of 1.6. It is currently being worked on. Like a lot of stuff are being worked on. But we still don't have a complete checklist of actually what's coming in the next updates. Which is, in some way, it's kind of frustrating. Okay. Let's go see how long it is, because I have no idea. But I really hope to... I'm gonna get out of the way, please. So four, okay. So 4 times 2, like that, so that's 16. I can't write. I think I do. So that's 1, 2, 3. I think we're missing 2, I think. So that's it. Does it perfectly end on it or not? No, so it's 4 plus. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 4, 4. Let's see, like 4 ends empty. 1, 2, 3. 24 more blocks. Okay. So it's not gonna be as easy as yesterday because we don't have a perfect mirror. On the other side. But the advantage is like the last 25% is gonna be really easy because of that. But yeah, filling the island is gonna take quite a bit. We are not gonna get close to it anytime soon. Yep. So that's good. So you cannot count on the map these. Just get too messy too fast. So that's the third. Okay. And okay, this. So that it's 1, 2, 3. That's a 3, 2 with 1 at the end. So I don't like hold. No. Even in Minecraft, it's bad. I think we can see now. No, it's not visible on the map. Kind of annoying. That's good. Also, I heard like there was like the big Game Freak leak. From what I understand, it's quite big. I didn't check that much. I've seen a bit of the old concept art for the older game, but not much more than that. I know apparently there is leaked for the next generation. Again, I think I really hope the next gen is gonna be it's just gonna be better, because not that Scarlet and Violet are bad game. I do think they are decent game. I had a much worse opinion of them before I played them a little bit more during my holidays this summer. I still don't think it's a good game. It's not as bad as like it has some, like, it's Pokemon. It's hard to make a bad Pokemon game because it's Pokemon. Come on. Like, there is a reason that the Pokemon game always sell. And that's because we have people like me who are gonna buy the game, be it good or not. So yeah, I need one more. I very much gonna buy the game, whatever the quality is, but I've genuinely see my enjoyment of the Pokemon game drastically decline. And I know it's not because I don't like that type of game anymore. It's genuinely because the game are not great. I played Nexomon, and I had a great experience. It was great. The game was really good. I have some slight issue with it, and the way the game's like the game scale is kind of eh, but it's still a good game, and I genuinely enjoyed it. Which is not really the case for the last few Pokemon game, where let's just say it was not great. Like SS was just bad for a lot of reasons. I didn't even buy the DLC, by the way, for Scarlet and Violet, because I just didn't enjoy the games. Which is like a big thing, because I think I'm very much the type of person that would have bought the DLC if the game was any good. Come on, I have like I don't know how many plush like Pokemon plush on my desk, to the point that my desk is like overrun by them. I'm like a freaking mega fan of Pokemon. Like it's like genuinely half my life. So when I see its state it's in is just, I'm like, really? How did we get here? Is this just one less? Is this just one difference? Okay. I am scouting the right one. The 1521. Yeah. So that's okay. But yeah, that's why I really hope that they are gonna just slow down and take the time to finish the games, because I feel like the game are like feeling really hollow in terms of like just they have no soul. There is no passion in it. Like genuinely, I feel like there is no passion in it. Like I started playing Violet I was pretty enthusiastic about it, but when you encounter like major camera bugs 10 minutes in, like in the starter house, I'm like, huh? Or like the caching issues that the game had at launch, I'm like, how is that passing QA? How is this not catched in testing? Like, who is working on this game? Like, that's the type of issues. Genuinely, if you just test properly, your game should not pass. I feel like that's the type of bug you only see on very rushed game, and I think that's what they are nowadays. Like, they just are really rushed game with very shallow content. And more than that, I'm genuinely starting to dislike the gimmicks. I feel like the more we advance in generation, the worse the gimmicks are. Mega Evolution were great. They were really good at just giving some new interest to all the Pokemons. And then we had Z moves. They were interesting visually and they were like nifty. It was like kind of okay. And then we have like Terra Crystallization, which is just bad. It's just not original and felt just really lazy. Like it felt really lazy. Yeah, there was Dynamax. Dynamax was like it was okay. At least you had like the big arena. It was kind of fun, but it was way less original and visually and gameplay wise interesting than the previous ones. And Terra Crystallization, I feel like most people don't even understand how it works. I feel like it's such a niche mechanic. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's by far the worst gimmicks they've made. It's just not interesting. Like, at all. Like, not even a little bit. I found it very, very boring. I'm pretty sure you can beat the whole game without using it. That's how weak, unimpactful. It was like, I think, very ugly visually too. I think it was just visually, it was a dud. Gameplay wise, it was a dud. Like, man, even competitively, it was not good. Terra Crystallization was not great. It made, like, we had one of the worst competitively game in a long time. To that one. Am I at the right place? Yeah. But yeah, that's why I feel I really hope they just give up on that's a 7. They just give up on gimmicks altogether and then just go back to basic. Gimmicks feel very much like they have no trust in their own game. That's how it feels like. It genuinely feels like they need to put some gimmicks because they cannot be bothered making an actual good game. I know you need to make the game feel fresh and shit, but there is other way to do that. Like, older games didn't have to have gimmicks like that. They did have small gimmicks, but it was not that bad. Like, if we look at pre-Mega Evolution gimmicks, we had like the rotation battle. That was like funny. But that was really much a side thing. You could engage if you wanted. And beside that, the game was great. It was just a good game. 4th generation didn't really have a gimmicks. I guess contest could be qualified as gimmicks. We had more side content in older game too, which I'm really missing. Side content in Pokemon is genuinely one of the best contents the series has to offer. Like, most of my good memories in Pokemon come from side content. Be it the online from 5G, the contest from 4G with like the puffins. I just had a great time with these mechanic in the older generation. There is not content like that in like recent game. There isn't. It's not there. They can barely finish the new game that they can't add content like that. And that's sad because I think side content was the best content the game has to offer instead of like long-term fun. And no, I don't like the raids. The raids are just basically reskinned like Pokemon fight. They are not fun. Like, that's just, in my opinion, that's very, very lazy endgame. And I feel like they could do better. Like the fact we don't have like Battle Zone anymore, which again was great content. Why is it not there anymore? It should be. That's not 7? That's 8. But yeah, I just feel like it's not just the main gameplay that needs to get picked up, like have the quality come back up. It's also the side content. The side content needs to come back in like full force. Bit like putting contests back, or just instead of having those like empty hollow battle gimmick, just add like a gameplay, a new feature, like the underground. Yeah. That's the side feature. Great, like 4G, the like Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum had so many good side content. Be it like I forgot, the underground was also really really good and really really fun. And this type of thing, I don't understand why they dropped it. It doesn't make sense to me. It felt very much like content they could have continued building onto, instead of just throwing it. So no, that's a 7. But yeah, that's basically my opinion on recent games. It's just kind of sad. And the thing is, if they want to make DLC, they are gonna have people like me that are, if they don't enjoy the main game, like that's the thing with DLCs, by the way. If people don't enjoy the main game, they are not gonna buy your DLCs. They just don't. Like, that's why I kind of feel like, okay, I kind of feel like complementary versions were kind of bad in some ways, but I also feel like they always had significant improvement everywhere. So I feel like they worked well as like just a better version of the original. Like Platinum was better than Diamond and Pearl. black to white were better than black and white. I feel like we lost a little bit of that with them going to like a DLC format. With DLC, you just add content, and they won't really touch existing content that could have used improvement, which is kind of sad. I will borderline prefer, and I think that's maybe kind of controversial. I will prefer borderline they just make a complementary version again, because at least they will have time to just finish the game. Like at least we will have like a definitive, complete version. Unlike the thing we are getting. But yeah. Give me a second. I need to take a quick bathroom break. Okay, here we go again. Where are we? We are at the 5th section, so that's 1519, and we need to go to 1518. Can I... Is this short enough that you can... No, not really. We're soon gonna reach a point where it gets countable, so we will not have to fucking do. Also, we almost out of math, so that means we are gonna go back digging. I prefer like that. No. But yeah, that's the pathetic state of recent games. And I'll be honest, I know they can do better. I think we all know they can do better. That's another 7. I don't know if we're gonna reach 75% today. I think most of it is... maybe. We see. Lapras. What the hell? Also, Pokemon are being worked on, by the way. So, it is gonna come pretty soon. If it's... I don't think it's gonna come in 1.6. I would be exceedingly surprised if it come in 1.6. Because that would make 1.6 genuinely an... like, huge update. Like, when I say huge, I mean huge. It's already quite... It's shaping up already to be quite a big update. Because it... I think originally was planned... Some of the content was planned to be released as a minor update for 1.5.3, I think? Because there was already like update for bug fixes. Yeah, it was like planned to be a minor update for like some of the small additions. But in the end, it got moved to 1.6. But yeah, Pokemon Fishing, Pokédex, that's huge. Same, like, we still need to take a look at Fossil. We still not even have touched Fossil yet. But like I said, I want to wait for the decks so we can start collecting Pokemons. And that's, I think that's one of the things I genuinely liked in Violet. And probably the only thing I actually think was like actually a good change. And that's the like reward for completing the Pokédex. Usually the only reward you get is the Chroma Charm when you actually complete the Pokédex completely, which is a pain. But having small reward, like getting a few evolution stones and stuff, is actually a great addition. I really liked it. I don't know how it was not added before, because I genuinely think it was by far the best addition in Violet. Yeah, I also think there is like bad additions, like the auto fighting stuff from Violet. Not a fan. I absolutely despise that addition. I think it's just not only I think it's not a good addition. I actually think it makes the game worse, if I'm honest. I don't know. I'm just genuinely not a fan. Okay, here we go, digging again. But yeah, my wish for the next game is genuinely just a finished game with like some nice side content. Like, go back more to something that's more closely like older game. And I'm not speaking about like graphics or shit. I mean more in terms of spirit for the content. Because I think if they take the time to just add side content, it would instantly make the game 10 times better. Like, genuinely. it's not even, it doesn't even need to be that big. Like genuinely, it doesn't need to be like huge. Also, I feel like they are genuinely disrespecting their older fan base, which is, I feel like it's significant part. Like if they don't make sure to keep that like very diverse age range, I think it's a very bad thing for the game. Because one of the big strengths of Pokemon as a license is how like generational it is. Like the new generation know about it, the old generation know about it. Like I have like 10 years. I was born like 10 years later than my sister, and we are like we have like the same passion for the license. So that's I just feel like the recent game are actively like weakening the longevity of the license. Genuinely. That's why I really genuinely hope they start taking the time. Like I don't care. I think it's like a lot of people. I don't care about having a game every 3 years if it means I can play the game for longer, because the game actually has like a complete end game, and like this end game. And the game is enjoyable. I think they should, instead of like doing one game every year, they should like maybe do like a game every 4 years, but then do a bit more DLCs. Like at least they will have a solid pace where to like add content, and when they are developing those DLC, they can start working on the next game. If they genuinely want that like continuous content being developed, I do think something like that will be way more healthy. I do know, I think it was the CEO of Game Freak that talked about like having a more sustainable development cycle. I don't believe him. I genuinely hope he is genuine, because that would be great. But I only believe him when we have actual good game producing. Also, I think Game Freak genuinely need to start fixing their internal employee issues, because if you know a bit about how Game Freak works in turn, it's, let's just say it's not pretty. It's kind of bad. It's like genuinely the worst of the Japanese work like culture, like genuine. They have like that very toxic way of doing things, and I think they need to like they genuinely need to start figuring out how to like stop that type of mentality. At that point, I feel like Game Freak being a Japanese developer is actually a bad thing. Like I feel like it's actively being a bad thing for them. And I think that goes back into like the like work ethic. Like it's not only in Japan that there is like that issue. It's just really like visible there. I do feel like sadly it's pretty much all the main like development studio that have like humongous employee issues. And I'm not speaking of crunch and stuff. I'm speaking genuinely on the creative like side. There is a lot of great lack of creativity, and it's not necessarily because the people there are not being creative. It's genuinely because the industry culture is just genuinely really toxic. That's also why I want to do development. I love doing game dev. I don't want to work in the game development industry. I know it's just just a mess. And we have seen the consequence of starting to emerge, like Concord. If you look into why it was such a freaking mess, beside the people that think it's just because of woke bullshit, and I think it has like a small part to contribute, but I don't think it's only because of that. And I think again, there is a lot of people pointing at woke as like the thing that destroy gaming. No, it's because the game are bad. Woke or not, the game are bad. And I'm not even speaking about like universe and stuff. Like it has nothing to do with the narrative side. It's genuinely bad gameplay. Like at one point you just need to look at it and say, yeah, no, it's not good. It's not a good game. It's bad. It's just poorly made, rushed, full of bugs. Like there is no soul into it. And by soul I mean there is no like, okay, the term vision would be more appropriate. A strong vision in game development is really, really important. What if we look at what actually works right now? What were the like really, really successful games? Hollow Knight. Small team, strong vision. Undertale, same. Toby had a very strong vision for his game. So we know where what he's doing, and I think that's the big thing. Big studio don't know the fuck what they're doing because they have no vision. And the moment like making a game when you have no vision makes absolutely no sense. That's literally step one of making a game. It's like, what's your vision for the game? What do you want to do with it? What is your idea? And I think that's what, like, you need to have strong opinion in game, like in game development, because there is a lot of traps in game development that are very vicious, and you can see it very often. What you think is a good idea sometimes is absolutely terrible. There is way more consequence to every choice you make that you can think. That's genuinely one of the big reasons that I think AAA are doing worse and worse. One, they are, I think, over politicizing their game for no reason, which is stupid. The less controversy around like Ubisoft and the last Assassin's Creed was like genuinely stupid. And I'll be honest, I feel like they should be sued. I think Japan was trying to sue them, by the way. But what they did was extremely toxic. That's like woke bullshit, but I'm like, what do you gain by doing this? Like, why are they doing this? Like, for me, that proves they are more interested in politics and stuff like that than actually making a good game. And I think that's a running theme with a lot of big studios. They are more interested in their secondary objective than actually trying to make a good game, which is stupid, by the way. I think the ability to download shit has made gaming a lot more worse. It's sadly, I think it's one of the big consequences of like the modern days is like when information and word of mouth, and you could not patch your game, it was way more important to make sure your game was good. Because if it's bad, you can't fix it. If there is issue, you can fix it. You needed to make sure that it was good. So people actually cared. Because there was like also monetary incentive. Because if the game's bad and there was a bunch of issues with it, there was nothing you could do. Yeah, you could re-release the game with a fix, but all those cartridges that were fucked, you cannot do anything to them. So that makes all studios way more careful about that type of stuff. Now, it's surprising if the game is not completely broken at release. And that's a shame. Like, I'm just sad we got there, to be honest. I feel like feel like if there was a like if there was a requirement for game to not be updated, I would be sad. Then we cannot add content, but that would also force for the dev to just add all the content straight up. I think like that's also one of the big issues with the stores, and I think the stores are also to blame. Stores should be way more strict in quality control. They should make sure, like, and that's why I think Steam has gone to shit, especially the free-to-play side has degraded immensely in the last few years. Now you go into the free-to-play section of Steam and you see like garbage, tons of it, and it's getting like, I feel like it's getting worse. It's actively getting worse. Banana, that like weird quote unquote game. I don't know if it was like that like money scheme. The issue you had after that, it's like now a bunch of greedy idiots are just making copies of it. And just since there is no quality assessment on Steam, they can just publish it. That's it. They can just publish their garbage and just... I don't say the old system of Steam was better. I think it had its issues. Green lights, I think that's what it was, I think. But at least you had a regular quality control. You had a minimum standard, which doesn't exist anymore. And again, I feel like Steam is still in a decent state right now. But I think the moment Gabe, like the CEO of Valve, this like retires or dies, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad, guys. Steam is gonna go to shit. Like prepare for Steam to get very, very bad at some point in the future. As sad as it is, I think that's what's gonna happen. And I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that. I don't know. I feel like Steam in itself, the fact that it exists is not necessarily a good thing. For player, it's good. For dev, it's not. It's really not. There is good sides. Steam give devs a lot of reach in one place, which is good. Don't get me wrong, but they also abuse it. the fees on Steam are insane. They just are insane. And sadly, that's quite common in most stores. The fees are absolutely insane. They are unacceptable. I think it's like 20%, 30%. It's just absolutely insane. You when you spend potentially 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sometimes even up to 10 years for some games, and you post it on Steam and they take 20%. I find that unacceptable. I do think Steam should take a fee for sure. Like it's their right, as it is their platform. But the fact they are charging that much make it really bad. And I think it's like, it's not just Steam, it's like there is a lot of, let's just say, escalating greed. I feel like everywhere, but it's like it's kind of showing in the game industry in the recent years. And I feel like it's not getting better. I don't get it. And I feel like the problem is, I feel like quality in games almost always end up positive for the dev in the end. If you look at all the, like, look, for example, Genshin Impact. I know some people don't like it. It's the fact it's a gacha and shit, and I can understand those people. But if you look in terms of quality of free-to-play, it's the only one. Like, Oyo was the only one making a game at that level of quality. In free-to-play. And what happened in the end? It was a smashing success. It just was. You cannot say Genshin was not an insane success when it released. They made millions every month. Like, I think in the end, like, you can have your opinion, but in the end, the numbers just they tell you something else. They tell you quality equal very often good return. Like, quality games very often end up with, like, very good reputation, and they are profitable. And you can also, like, Oyoverse has not, I think, done a lot of good for free-to-play games by raising the standard, and that's something. And I think it's something we've seen, like, in the recent few years, that quality in the end in video games is what's important. I think Baldur's Gate has shown that too. Like, the insane amount of dedication and work that was put into it. You cannot say in the modern game industry, with the recent like successes that there is not a very big bias toward quality. It just is. That doesn't mean good quality will necessarily mean instant success, and I think that's there is always a little part of luck, but I think it's very much about quality, much more than people think. And I'm not speaking just about gameplay, I'm speaking about everything. There is a lot of things, like small things, that even quite big games do wrong. Like, for example, key bindings. I am French, and if you don't know, in France, we don't use the English keyboard layout. We use AZERTY, which means that if we don't have a good key rebinding, it shows very, very fast. And the issue is a lot of games, and I mean a lot of games, do it wrong. Be it not be able to rebind anything on your mouse. That's one of the things I see so often. What is the deal with the mouse? It exists, it has button on it, let people rebind shit on it, okay? But that's not only that. Like, the ability to not unbind keys. I see so many games where people don't understand that you need to be able to unbind keys, because if you can't, rebinding anything becomes a mess. It becomes a complete and utter mess. 52. What am I missing? 152. Yeah, 1452. I think I was just not looking at the right place. Okay, 2-2, then 1. Okay. And 2-1. And then it's so slow. 1-4-5. 1-4-5-4. 1-4-5-4. Okay. So. And I'm already blocked. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Am I even going in the right direction? Yeah, I am. But yeah, we are making good progress right now. We are about 60% of the way down to the quarry, I think. She's pretty good. I think we should be done like I don't know tomorrow, but I think max 2 streams, and we can start the inner outline. And once we are starting to hit the inner outline, we can finally start flattening stuff, filling up, and what am I doing? Okay, we're back. That's 11518. Already an hour in. I feel like today is a bit slower than yesterday. To be honest, yesterday was pretty easy actually. So we are doing 1517. So we are at the right place. Good. Just making sure. So that's 7 again? 3 7 probably. Okay. Here we go again. Yeah, we're gonna do inner outline. I don't think flattening everything is gonna be enough in terms of blocks to fill everything for sure. And we have a few choice. Or we can do sand. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Or we can do cobble, which is it's a bit easier to set up in terms of farm. I think cobble is not necessarily a bad idea actually. I don't know. I guess we could just literally pour lava on it and it will make a layer of cobble. No, not even cobble, it will make stone. But the underneath will be just water. If possible, I want to fill it completely so we have like a nice solid underground, and it's not just a bunch of water. One, two, 3, 4, 7. Okay. Let me. 15, 17. Should have taken the boat, to be honest. Whatever. But yeah, pretty hyped for the next update. I don't know when it's gonna release though. I don't see it releasing anytime soon, to be honest. Okay, that's 6. We probably We're probably gonna have the winter drop before 1.6 actually. Which I do think I do think it's interesting minor update. Again, I think the drama around it was like a fucking stupid. And again, people are a bunch of fucking idiots, but it's not even idiots, but I do think Mojang could have used, like, again, I think. Why did they call it a drop? They could have just called it a minor update. And it would have worked just as well. And just be more like clear on what it is. So I think most of the confusion comes from people not understanding what they mean by drops, which again is really dumb. Like I think Mojang needs to work on the PR, because let's just say in the like last 2-3 years not been great. It's just said like that. It's not been good. Is this good? Yeah. I hate item like that. I'm collecting so much scalp from the project, it's insane. I don't even need that much. I think I'm gonna just smelt most of it. 15. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can actually. That's a 5. Good. If we can start counting, it's gonna go faster. I have to do like constant. Sorry. See, my voice is a bit tired. I probably should be a bit careful with EMC coming up next week. I should not destroy my voice. So I'm pretty freaking hype with new events that's coming hopefully quite soon. 15-15, so 15-14. I guess that's 6. It is. Yeah, new event coming soon. I am waiting for a few details to be sorted before I can actually properly announce it, because sadly there is a bunch of stuff that would be very hard to do by myself. So I'm kind of like I'm kind of stuck. I was thinking about that event for quite a bit. For a long time, I didn't know how I would make it work, because organizing events between US players and EU players is really annoying. But I think I finally found a good way to make it work. Hopefully. We're gonna see. Six. $15, $13. So it's another 5. Look at it. There's so much kill. For one long. Also, I'm very intrigued by what we are gonna get in the next Create updates. The creative is pretty secretive when it comes to like new content. I've not heard about it at all. Apart from the fact that it's like being worked on. 15, 30, 15, 12. Okay, so number 5. So that's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna have like last time was the trains, so that was pretty cool. Intrigued. I'm genuinely intrigued by what can we expect from the next content update for Create. And I do feel like actually like it's getting to a point where I'm kind of more hyped for mod updates than Minecraft updates. Genuinely. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by 1.22. I'm a bit surprised they didn't talk about it at all during the Minecraft Live in like in September. That was like last month. Yeah, last month. Which I think was a bad idea, by the way. Should have at least said they will talk about it next time. But since we are gonna have 2 Minecraft Live now, I guess we are gonna have the 1.22 announced early next year? This feels weird. That feels wrong. Which means, hopefully... 15, 11. It's a bunch of 5. Hopefully, just hopefully, it's gonna be the end updates. I think like a lot of people, I want something for the end. Not necessarily like something huge, like just something, anything at that point. Like even the Nether, I feel like they never touch the Nether during regular updates, which I think is weird. Am I the only one that think it's weird that we always get new biomes for the overworld and stuff, but never for the Nether. Even after the Nether update, which is perplexing, if I'm honest, because they have the ability of doing it. They just don't do it. Which, again, I think is a little bit weird. Because I think the Nether need new biome way more than the overworld. I think the overworld don't need new biome anymore. I think we had enough. I don't think the new biome they're adding are a bit better, but not by much, if I'm honest. I like the Sakura, the Cherry Blossom biome. I thought it was pretty cool. But more because the tree is cool than the biome is interesting. Like that's the big issue, is like the biome is not interesting. Like it doesn't have anything to stand out. We need more like structures and just, I don't know, we need something more interesting with biomes. We need something more like the jungle biome. Unless like another forest biome, but with another tree. The jungle biome has that nice being like, has a lot of stuff in it. Like I don't know. I feel like it's one of the best biome by far. It just has something that not a lot of all biome have, if not. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I generally feel like most biome, I don't know, they just lack identity, which is my issue. They just all are like the same with like different trees. Which is not very interesting. 1508. Four. I don't know. I just hope that they are. Like, I feel like the creaking biome is interesting. Again, I like it. I'm not a fan of the sky changes, if I'm honest. I think it's gonna be more annoying than anything. 1507. It's another 5. I think it's gonna be like, I think for a minor update, it's good. Like, we have a new mob, new biome, a few new blocks. I think it's good. Like, it's good. But I'm expecting, if that type of content is being released in small updates, that the major updates are gonna be more significant. And I think I'm not the only one that is gonna expect something a bit more substantial from the major update. 1506. 1506. 4. Is there another 5 to that? No, I don't think so. But yeah, that's why I think we can expect some, hopefully, sizable update for 1.22. I say that, but I am one of the people that get disappointed almost every single time an update comes out, because I don't know, I just I feel like it's not really, they are not really, like, there is no vision. There is no continuity between updates. Like, it's like when they added copper, and there was like nothing for like a bit. It was just there, and it's still kind of useless. It sure is better than what it was at release, with like the last update with like all the new blocks and shit. And I think now it's like it is in an okay state, 1504. But for ore, I think it's like, you know what? There is the lapis. Lapis is still kind of useless. Lapis is kind of sad too. They could use more. Like, I feel like ores in general should have more uses. Emerald, it's okay because it's like the money for trading. So the fact it doesn't have a lot of other use is okay. But I think, like, for example, lapis could use maybe a few more blocks, because like, besides using it as a dye, for the rare time you go into an enchanting table nowadays, which is almost never, because the villager, I think, 1503. 1503. Basically, lapis is completely useless nowadays. Beside, again, like, netherite is the same, if we are honest. I feel like it would be nice, like, for example, the mace. I feel like the mace should use netherite to be built, and not just the heavy core. And I feel like after watching a few videos, my opinion of the mace has changed a bit. I'm still not the biggest fan of it. I think it's a cool weapon, but I do think it doesn't feel like it should be in vanilla Minecraft. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. 1502. That's another 4. But I do think the fact that we have now a very rare weapon, that it's actually cool, because it actually gives like a nice goal, which is something Minecraft actually lacks. Like, inherent goals to the game are actually pretty rare, beside get Elytra and beat the Ender Dragon. That's basically it, more or less. But now, there's the right armor and shit. There is like, I feel like, I don't know, like, maybe I'm a bit too salty about the Minecraft updates. 1501. I'm a bit too jaded. It's like, I see what's the engine is capable of. And I think Minecraft could be way better than it is right now. And not necessarily like by denaturing the game, like just small change. Like, just add some more decoration to biomes. Like, not huge thing, but like little boulders and like things like that. Like that's why I really like the cherry blossom. Having petal on the ground is a small thing, but actually also kind of make the biome a bit unique, which is something most biome lacks. 1.5k. Okay, I need 2 more for these. So yeah. I think new content is never bad, but I wish there were more, let's just say, continuity between updates. It just feels like every update is very disconnected from each other, which is not necessarily a bad thing from time to time, but it should not be the main thing. Most of the update, in my opinion, should follow at least a standard direction, which I think is not really the case. Also, please, Mojang, add a new boss, for the love of God. Like, the Wither is like 2013, 2014? It's like, it's been like 10 years since the last one. Like, what is happening? 98s. Like, the fact the last boss was like, and I know some people count the Warden as a boss, but it's not. It's not a boss. You're not even meant to fight it, so I'm just not counting that as a boss. It's just more like big mob. Even if like it's kind of a boss in some ways. So that's 3. But yeah, if there is 2 things I want in the next few updates, it's end updates and another update part 2. Basically, I want them to stop working on Overworld for a bit. $140.97. Can I find anything? I think Overworld is most of the update anyways. What is 95? Okay, 96. 96 is 4, 95 is 3. Okay. Okay, 94. Okay. Yeah, I just want them to like do an end update and then go back to the nether and just add a few more biomes to it. Like maybe add one more structure. Like just polish the nether and a bit. Also, we need a boss for the other one. Because we don't really have one. The nether as the wither, the end as like the ender dragon. I guess if we really wanted to point one, that would be Warden, but again, the Warden is not really a boss. 92. Uh, 89. Okay. Oh, we are pretty freaking close. Oh, we are pretty freaking close on finishing actually. Like yesterday, we are gonna do only 25%. I know I did most of it off stream, but hey, whatever. The important part is that we are making progress, which is the important part. I think it's 4, isn't it? My fish brain is forgetting what am I doing. Okay, 88. No. So 4 threes. I think we have enough. Not 12. Not 12, not 12. I think we are pretty much done actually. There's so much kill. And then there's another one. So it's 86. 86. Okay, it's 4 threes. Huh? Okay, something sus. This is just me. 88, 87, 86. Eh? 88, 87, 86, 85. Yeah. Okay, we're just missing one. Okay. Oh my, you just brain fart. We are really close. The rest is just gonna be excavation, which is gonna be very, very, very annoying. And that's gonna slow us down a lot. So 85. 1485. Yeah. 1485. Okay, so it's 4. And then 3. So close. There's at least 3. To be honest, I can just throw it really shallow enough. Uh, 481. Here. So, how many 3 is there? Okay, we need more 3s. I don't know how many, but we need more. On 478. Okay, we need 2 more. So I've almost taken a whole day of work, which is 25%. I guess it does put the size of it in perspective. So 1275, just making sure it's actually a 2. 1275. Yes. And then we need 5. So that's 1. No. I never understood why the icon go down before going up. Doesn't make any sense. Instead of just floating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do list. Oh, the end of the rain. Finally. I don't dislike rain when I'm in VR, but when you're doing such a repetitive and monotonous task, I think rain in the background is kind of annoying. Yeah, but I'll be honest. 140, 70, 1470. Yeah. I freaking hate you. Why? Okay. We know what that means. We are almost done. But we have way too much shit on us. And I want to be able to pick up stuff. So we're gonna do a quick trip to the boats and gonna go back to our favorite chest monster and deposit some item. To be honest, the chest monster is not really chest monster anymore. It's not like the old one. It was genuinely disgusting. Yeah, it is. Fool. Am I going in the right direction? Kind of, yeah. So it's time for the chill boat ride. Hopefully we should be able to again be done tomorrow. Let me see. I think it takes a solid like 5 hours to finish a quarter. I think it should take about the same amount of time for us to finish the inner outline than to make a quarter, I think, which is about 4 to 5 hours. So we are not that far away from actually finishing the outline. Am I even going the right direction? No. But yeah, 2 hours in, and we did about 40%. So I think it's I think it's about accurate to say it's about 5 hours for each section. So let me put I have my phone running out of battery. I need to plug it. Why did they put the charger at the bottom of the phone? It would be just more practical to have it at the top. Okay, we are gonna dump our stuff because we're just gonna get one stack, I think. Also, we get so many dusk stone and leaf stone. When 1.6 is gonna release, we're gonna be able to make a few blocks. And that's pretty cool. Again, we're gonna keep 1. You are gonna be emptied because I need the space to dump my crap. By crap, I mean all the fucking sand we are gonna need to dig. Hopefully, again, it's not gonna take too long. It'd be better if we didn't have to do that. And sadly, the other side is not gonna be better. We have a huge section of sand, but I think it's pretty low, so it should not be as bad. I am pretty high for the moment. We are finally going to be able to actually start working on the island and do the terraforming and then do city planning and then all of that. And maybe, just maybe, if I have the time and I'm not too freaking lazy, maybe we're gonna make a custom Pokemon for the city. I see. Maybe. That's the nice thing about Cobblemon&Create. It's the insane support for custom content it's kind of nice. Maybe in the future, we see. No promise. Absolutely no promise. I know myself. Okay. Here we go. So 1469. That's a nice coordinate. 1469. Okay, 3-3. Dolphin, you are in the way. Here it is. I'm gonna remove that. Sadly, we don't have an axe. It's gonna take a bit. I don't think that one is gonna be in the way. Hopefully. We are gonna remove it if it needs to be removed. gotta wish stone could just be insta-breaked without beacon. Beacon. I'm starting to get tired. It's okay. That's why I wanted space in my inventory, so I can get all of that. We need more space. I think maybe the next one is gonna be easier. Hopefully. You don't have to. It's a crabby. Just need to stretch for a bit. I think I'm gonna cook myself something after that, and then maybe play some Rumble. Maybe I should start streaming some Rumble again. I don't know. It's a big maybe. I love Rumble, but the thing is, like, it's VR streaming is so freaking annoying. It never works how you want. Like, it's so bad. You get random freaking issues and like. It just make me go crazy. That's why I stopped playing Rumble on stream and just did the tournaments. Because one, I think, like, organizing tournament is fun. And two, I think for some reason the Rumble don't hate me when I am doing tournament, so I can actually do stuff without being like smacked in the face by random bitrate issues or other stuff. What do you what do you want? He's just looking at me menacingly. What do you want? You want to fight? I can fight you. You're not gonna make it though. need to dig a bit more on the side. I wish I had TNT on me. Okay, fine. No, no. Not lower than that, please. I'm just gonna... Hopefully that's gonna be enough. What do you want? Don't look at me like that. But yeah, I'm still a bit sad that we do so little Cobblemon. Hopefully with 1.6 we're gonna... I think I want to make some sort of like quest board or just goal. Like somewhere we can put our goals. Like a little chunk and like capture 10 Pokemon, stuff like that. I think it would be, yeah, it would be a cool idea. Actually, I like it. Why not? Like some sort of adventure guild, but like in the Pokemon world. Actually, that could be a cool idea. I like it. It's not a terrible idea. What? I don't want to know. Like it's one of the big issue of Cobblemon, I think. It's the Pokemon are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but they are. They genuinely need to hopefully make them smarter. I think that's coming. When is this coming? I don't know. Actually. Soon, TM. Oh no. We're getting full so fast. We're getting full so fast, guys. It's so bad. But yeah, why not stream like just more in general? I don't know. I don't want to. I want to go back to my old series, especially the Pokemon retrospective. I want to go like to continue that. I do think I'm gonna need to restart from the beginning though. It's been too long. And the idea was pretty simple. I wanted to just go back, play the old Pokemon game, and just see what made them good games. That's it. I just wanted to see what can we learn from old Pokemon games as games. And I think the old Pokemon games are such good games. 1457. No. I dragged my window by accident. 1457. So that's 1458 is a 2. So that's okay. That's it. That's the last blocks. 1448. 1458. Let's not mess that up. 1458. Okay, it's on here. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, guys. That's now. Nature needs to learn to respect us. 3, you had a chance, but you disrespected us. God, I wish I had an X. It would be 4 so fast. Yeah, it's actually actively blocking our view. So I need to go. Okay, now we can see something. So 461. 1461. So 3, 2, 61. Okay, 62, 3, 2, 3, 3. Am I doing? Eh? Confusion. 61. I'm sorry, guy. I'm starting to get tired. My brain is just starting to lose it. Okay, 3. Okay, another 3, and then a 2. Another 3, and then a 2, and then another 2 3s. And then that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. 1466. Yeah, no, 1466 should be a 2. Why? Guys, I cannot be bothered finding the mistake. No, where is no mistake? No. Why? Okay. That's a problem. No, not A. There is a mistake in here, but I don't know what. It's meant to be a 2, but that's clearly not the case. So something's wrong. be on one side or the other. The thing is, I don't know which one. And I cannot be bothered right now to find why. It's gonna be very, very annoying. So, 1467. 1467. Should be sandwiched between two threes. Eh? That's a problem. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix that. Okay, let me just check. We are in 1466. Yeah, 1466 is meant to be a 2. So that's a 2. Okay. That is offset. I am pretty sure somewhere along here we made a mistake. But I don't know which one. And the thing is, it could be anywhere. No. I guess we can count it as being good. It's not my perfectionist mind is like, no, you cannot let it slide like that. You need to be perfect. Okay. I am gonna try to fix that before the next stream, which I think it's gonna be tomorrow, probably. We see. We are more or less 75% of the way, if not a little bit further. It's just a big circle. It's a pretty big circle. So I have to say. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. We are gonna finish that circle. Bye bye.